Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst cheaters I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely disgusting. This woman decides to do the unthinkable with her husband.
Marriage was failing. Me and my husband would never have anymore. The only way we would do it is he would put on a Moneybag Yo music video on the TV, and then I would watch Moneybag Yo while he had with me, and that's the only way he could get me to have with him.
So you were thinking about someone else?
I was just staring at Moneybag Yo. He knew I was thinking about Moneybag Yo. I didn't look at him at all.
Poor dude.
Get behind me, let me watch my man. So anytime he put on Moneybag Yo, I'm like, oh, he wants to have sex.
That's hilarious. Who would have thought you would be in a s***less marriage?
But then he'd be like, just go work. Like when he wasn't able to put it down, he just told me to go to work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were doing work while with him?
I was doing while married.
What?
Yeah.
He was cool with it?
Yeah. He met me when I was only doing professional. He would be on set with me and like watch me do like 4 guys, and he would be like behind the camera and he'd like come blot the spit on my face and the blood.
What? He was
That's what everyone said. We're just trying to explain it like, oh, he supports me, but he got turned into Internet has all these clips of him like world's big. So he was like not happy about that.
Yeah, that wasn't a real marriage. First off, he started that relationship doing OF. And yeah, everything these people were saying about her husband are true. That's exactly what this man is. He has no self-respect, and are we really surprised why this relationship didn't work out? I'm not. These relationships never work out. Anyone with the brain could have seen that this was coming.
No.
I'm Moroccan. You look good though.
You look good too. You look gorgeous.
Thank you so much. Cat.
Oh, girl. Oh, it's her birthday trip. Happy birthday.
Cat.
Okay, happy birthday. King.
King.
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, this my boy me.
Oh yeah.
My boy me.
Good meeting you guys.
I'm gonna give you more information. That's it for me?
Yes. You have yours?
I do.
Be a gentleman.
I am a gentleman.
Sir, can you please give my friend your Instagram? She's been looking for you all night. I swear to God. Talking about who?
Zaya.
Yes, she was.
Zaya been at
It was Zaya and Jasmine. They've been looking for you. They've been looking for your Instagram. They're like, if y'all ever run into that dude, tell him what's up. I'm like, I got y'all, but like, can you please put your Instagram in my phone?
I'll give my number.
It's fine shit.
Look,
Oh.
Yesterday, not gonna lie.
Love seeing you.
That's good. Where y'all wanna go?
wherever you're going.
Y'all wanna go with me?
Yeah.
Yeah? All 3 of y'all?
Yeah.
Or make it a party?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You know that?
Like big booties or something.
Oh my god, yo.
You lift your shit up.
Wow, y'all what? Y'all not wasting no time.
Yeah, are we really surprised that all of these women are simping for him? I'm not. He's like 6'5", absolutely rich, famous, and is known pretty much everywhere. But this man has to be careful, because women in Miami are absolutely superficial, and you have no idea the lengths that these women would go through. Especially with all of the fake allegations going on recently, I definitely would not risk it.
I said you going on a date with a whole state of California. Oh! Lying?
At least you're not on the roster, though.
Grateful to not be on a roster. The fact that there's a roster is the issue. Oh my.
There is no roster. I can't have friends.
I can't have friends? Yeah, I said every single 3 or 4 ever. Lacey did not miss with this one.
Y'all see that TikTok of the girl who flew out to see this man, or he flew her out and left her ass at the airport for 3 hours. She blowing up his phone like, yo, where you at? He finally answers 3 hours later like, oh, my bad, I was asleep. Not like, oh, I'm jumping up now, I'm so sorry. He made her get on a bus. Y'all gotta stop going places without money. Because the way I would have had a tour guide, a Uber, and a Airbnb set up within 35 minutes of him not answering the phone, you fell asleep. And you know I was coming. So then she goes on to post all of these videos following up, but not actually saying anything. One of the videos, she's like, oh, my man. She pans over to him. He's not my type. And nobody in the comments types. But girl, that's who left you at the airport.
Yeah, so instead of you giving advice about why she's even flying out to random men, you decide to give advice about how this guy is mistreating her. Can we just normalize women not flying out to these men without having any money, and they actually fly out themselves with their own money?
She was so slick. She sent me the grocery list of what she needed because she was gonna tell her man she was going to the store. So she had about a good 40 minutes of being at the store. So she gave me the grocery list so I can get what's needed at the store. She came to my crib instead of the store. She got the 40 minutes.
Wait, so you're telling me this woman was able to finesse free groceries from this man, and he thinks it's worth it because he gets something in return? Dude, you're part of the plot, and you got played and you have no idea.
I literally straight up asked my ex-boyfriend, how would you feel about me hooking up with other guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you every guy's worst nightmare in the flesh.
Literally just like that. He reacted not well.
How else did you think he was going to react? He is not Diddy. Wait, this is all Diddy's fault, isn't it?
I'm not joking, he lost his appetite. He was literally in the middle of lunch. He was like, I can't even finish my food just thinking about that.
And I bet 17 chicken nuggets. That is exactly the reason why he is ex-boyfriend.
I was like, okay, boundaries understood. I will not ask again. I never brought it up again, never even thought about it.
She thought about it. If not, how and why is she telling us?
I totally respected it. But hey, it doesn't hurt to ask.
The ex-boyfriend literally told her how much it hurt, and she is saying it doesn't hurt to ask. The delulu is too strong in this one.
Yeah, this girl definitely got an OnlyFans, and she's only making stupid content like this to promote OnlyFans. Apparently, cheating stories and disgusting relationship stories like these thrive on OnlyFans and social media, and the way it turns into sales, I have no idea. Here's another clip.
If you have 2 kids and you love them the same, why can't I have 2 boyfriends that I love the same at the same time? Huh? Unless you like one of your kids more. I'm just asking!
Yeah, here once again we just have more bop activity. OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected.
Left me after 47 years of marriage, so here is everything I did to look 30 years younger at age 57.
Well, that math ain't mathin'. You got way bigger problems than trying to look younger.
If blood is on my t-shirt, I'm a hero.
Yeah.
But if I bleed through my shorts, it's a different story. What the f*** did they mean about that, though? What the f*** does that mean?
Yeah, let me know what that means in the comments. I'm still curious about it, even though I stared at it for a good minute.
They made that flight, you did, and you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for an agent assist fee, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I.
Gonna get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the $25.
And you thought you were gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
Because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space. This is not your personal space.
This is my stationery.
This is not your personal space. You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
So you guys would all be pleased to know that these 2 horrible women were fired for this. I'm not sure what they expected by publicly saying that they're gonna make this man purposely miss his flight, but you guys gotta be idiots. They're like cheering each other on, super excited this man's being late, even though he's not late, he's 30 minutes early. He did the right thing by recording, and I'm so glad they got fired.
Stop it. Get some help.
I got ghosted by a boy who I really wasn't that interested in, but I was surprised that he ghosted me still. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, a lot more women do this more than you guys think. They start to pursue these kind of men even though they don't find them attractive because they crave and need validation and attention. It's crazy how they operate, but they want you to be their fans. And you could either be their fan or you could treat them like this.
How many bodies did you catch in 2023 and how many are you trying to catch in 2024?
2023, I think I caught like 10, 12 bodies. In 2024, I haven't caught anybody, so I've been celibate since New Year's.
Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
How many are you trying to catch this year?
None.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Once a 304, usually always a 304, and it's a personality trait.
And the guys, you're asked to take off your heads.
Yeah, so now make a rule saying that wigs aren't allowed either so we can see all their smiles go away quickly.
And that girl on here who's trying the caveman skincare method and she has a literal fungal infection on her face now. She just popped up on my For You page and I immediately went on a rabbit hole down her entire account because it's actually baffling to me. So if you didn't know what the caveman method is, it's basically just stopping all of your skincare all at once, okay? From what this looks like, she doesn't wash her face, she doesn't do anything, and she's convinced that what is on her face right now is just dead skin cells that just need to, like, you know, just leave. And there are so many dermatologists in her comments that are like, girl, you have a fungal infection on your face. This is exactly what a fungal infection looks like. You need to wash your face. But she's convinced that the way that her skin looks like right now is proof that what she's doing is working, and that eventually all of that skin is just going to come off and reveal a beautiful new layer of skin underneath, which it's not. There's a fungus eating away at her face right now. Please tell me this is on somebody else's For You page too.
Yeah, definitely one of the most bizarre things I've seen today, but it kind of just reminds me of why people shouldn't be hooking up with these random other women that they have no idea about, because you have no idea how hygienic they are. You have no idea what they do at home, how often they take a shower, or how even often they wash their face. I mean, imagine this random woman has a hookup in the bar or something. I would be absolutely grossed out, and she'd probably give off a disease. If you get an ick from anyone you're dating, you never found them attractive in the first place. That's my honest opinion.
She's in my crib, bro.
Yeah, call the cops.
She's in Brennan's crib, bro. I will get a restraining order, bro.
Yeah,
Don't hit me.
Do it. Call Brennan, call the cops.
Get out.
No, bitch. Call the cops.
Get out, bro.
No, I don't.
Posted all this shit on.
I don't care. I don't care. That's what you get. Since you want to leave me and do weird shit behind my back, you're gonna get exposed because I'm not dealing with it. We don't end in peace, bro, bitch. You ain't give me no peace for 10 months. You didn't give me. Yes, people do care. People do care.
Bro, like
people care. Just because it didn't hit. No, yes, people care. You did. You got me pregnant twice. You hit me on the side of my head 4 times. You strangled me, said I was gonna kill you because I kept bringing up that I was cheating on you. You were cheating on me with Liberty. You're a liar. You're a liar. A pathological one. A pathological one. A pathological one. Okay, cool. Cool. You're a pathological liar. And if you post that, I'll post this. And I'll post a whole bunch. I'll post a video of you talking shit about Waylon in the car.
Yeah, there's honestly way too much screaming going on. If all of the things she is saying are true, call the police, stop recording, and just leave the relationship entirely. I'm not sure why people stay in relationships like these even after these experiences. But it just took them a really long time to leave. I'll never understand it.
37?
35. 41.
You look like you're 28.
Thank you.
Lucky man here. Is he rich or does he have a huge...
Yeah, her husband is literally 2 feet away from them and he's watching this entire thing unfold. Do you not care about flirting with a totally different man? This is just sad.
It's like when guys have really impressive abs and they're not a professional athlete. I don't like that.
Why?
It gives me the ick.
Why?
Because I'm like, what are you running from? What are you trying to overcompensate
I'm not trying
for?
to run from, I'm trying to run towards.
But there's something hot about a guy who let himself go like a little bit because he's like so busy.
No.
Like he doesn't have time to go to the gym.
No, that's
I've dated like football players in college. These guys are like make a smoothie right in the morning with like pre-workout, and they walk outside with the blender, like just holding the blender.
Well,
that was their thing, whatever. And I'm like, it's okay, you're on ESPN, that's your sport. Fast forward when you're like 25 and you're with the dude who's like, I'm gonna go to the gym for 4 hours. You're trying to just eat dessert and he's like, no, like I'm checking my macros. Like that's not fun for me. Girls struggle with eating disorders enough. I don't need you having an eating disorder too.
Yeah, this woman is just so insecure about her own body and about herself that she doesn't want someone who's physically more fit than her that's gonna be holding her accountable for her lifestyle. That's the only reason these women don't want these healthy, fit, jacked guys. If your lifestyle revolves around being healthy and they're not healthy, of course they won't like that.
Are any men left out there in this entire universe that prefer a woman in her 40s with a natural body?
What? No, we like natural, just not old 40-year-old women.
What the hell is the male equivalent of flowers? Because I genuinely have absolutely zero clue on what men actually want. A woman loves a bouquet of flowers from time to time just to show some appreciation. But what is the male equivalent of that? Is it a Lego set? Is it some tools? Is it... I literally have no... Is it flowers? Do men like flowers? Like, that's a genuine question. Do men like flowers? Because I think everyone should love flowers, but I'm just like, Is that a thing? I've heard a lot of people like a baked good, so if I made some homemade brownie, men like that. I literally have zero clue on what men actually like. So can somebody in the comments please give me a categoric list on what you would like to receive as a small gesture? You know, if someone bought me flowers and I wanted to return the favor, what could I potentially do?
Now, I definitely like this clip. It's definitely a lot more cheerful than the rest of the other clips I've shown. And this woman is just actually curious so she can reciprocate the same action. If she gets flowers, she wants to know what to give in return, and I think that's beautiful. Now, in regards to the answer, this is definitely going to differ for every single man, but I do think cooking sweets like the brownie or cake or cookie idea is a great idea.
I mean, they'll say, oh, that I don't count because I have a kid. And I'm like, you don't count because you said that comment.
There's lots of things that aren't ideal.
Most women in their 20s, and I will surpass all of them in regards to the characteristics that I bring to a man and to his life.
You know what? That's your opinion, and I respect it, but fuck out of here.
Yeah, these women are just coping to the max, and they have no true idea about what men really find attractive.
So women can tell I'm not getting no play?
462 people in the chat room could tell you ain't getting no play. That's the energy you're getting. Because you're a guy that said you don't think you should have to approach women. They should give you choosing signals. Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
5'10". How much do you weigh? Uh-oh.
I weigh about...
2 what?
Depending on the day, between 280 to 285.
So you're a fat fucker.
Yeah.
So you think a 5'10", almost 300-pound dude, how much money you make?
Like 400 every 2 weeks.
So you make 400 every 2 weeks. So you make 800 a month. You make less than $10,000 a year. Okay.
But how many 20-year-olds was him?
Hold on. Dude, I was a 20-year-old and I was making far more money than that. In the 80s, where minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. So I need to hear it. You got a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Yeah, rest in peace to the GOAT. This man not only held women accountable, he held man accountable as well, because it does go both ways. A man that is super obese, making no money at all, a complete loser in life, is no different than a girl who's doing OnlyFans or is also a complete loser with a large body count. These two people expect very high valued people in their lives. They think their lifestyle and their life choices are perfectly normal and fine, and that someone's gonna accept them for it. It's just delusion at the end of the day.
Person of color, do you believe in white privilege?
I believe in all privilege.
So you don't believe that people of Caucasian race have certain privileges over any minorities?
No, there's nothing a white person can do that I can't do. Can you name something a white person can do that I can't do?
No, that's all I want to know.
No, I'm serious.
No, I don't want, that was my only question and my only statement. In an ideal society, there would be no racism, but I don't think, at least like America as a country, I don't think we have the capability of doing that right now.
No country has the capability of getting rid of racism. And right now, you can't even name one thing a white person can do that I can't do as a black man.
I can name them. I didn't show up here to have a debate. I'm just not.
Oh, no, it's not a debate. I'm just curious.
Even a back and forth conversation. Not in the mood for a political debate.
So this woman is saying that she doesn't want to start a debate or start a conversation. However, you're the one that pulled up to the mic. If you really don't have the intellect to debate someone or have a conversation about this topic, then you should have never joined the conversation in the first place. You should have just kept it moving.
What is something you regret the most in your life?
Not meeting my husband sooner.
Not meeting my wife sooner.
How long have you been married?
We've been together over 40 years.
What's your secret for being together for over 40 years and still going?
Love. You have to really love that person. It isn't just about, how much money do they have or how good looking are they.
So what advice would you give for a long and healthy marriage?
Good food, good
It's true.
Now, I really just wanted to add on a really nice clip towards the end of the video because, well, we rarely see videos like these. But essentially, this is what a good marriage really looks like, especially the last part he added in. Statistics have proven that couples that do that the most end up lasting the longest. So yes, it's important to find your spouse attractive. I am very curious about how she ended up breaking her neck during this entire trip, but it doesn't matter. Her boyfriend did the exact right thing, which is break up with anyone who's willing to go to spring break and just have a good party old time. That boyfriend's not stupid. He knows what goes on in spring break in Florida, and he is definitely not trying to get cheated on behind the scenes. She can cry and mope all she wants, but the reality is she's still there and didn't end up going back to her boyfriend, did she? If she really cared, she would have never went. But that's just my opinion though, guys, because I just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, put your videos you guys see at the top screen. It doesn't much to know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.